They're at the start of their journey, they think outside the box, and they often come up with bright ideas. Their projects are innovative, they are a new generation of business people, and their distinguishing features are creativity and enthusiasm. This is the World of Startups, the program about IT developers and the industry of startups.
Всем привет! Вы смотрите программу The World.
Hi everyone, this is the World of Startups and I, Serhiy Kokishev, who will tell you about new trends and solutions in the world of business and digital technologies. So in today's program, outsourcing call centers, new trend in the business management. Eurasian stage of Startup Tour Roadshow. Which of the Kazakhstani developers will go to the Skolkovo Startup Conference in Moscow? Motherhouse, new form of coworking for women. The Eurasian stage of Startup Tour 2016 Skolkovo Roadshow has been summed up in Almaty. During 2 days, young entrepreneurs presented their projects and proved why they're worthy to take part at the Startup Village contest by the Skolkovo Innovation Center. Want to know whose project was the best? Then stay with us. Perhaps one of the biggest events for startups of the year took place in Almaty. Kazakhstani entrepreneurs challenged experts of the Skolkovo Innovation Center. The event set several tasks. The first was the propaganda of entrepreneurship spirit, the birth of people's belief in what they can, and that any person from the region or from far corners of the country represents an intellectual, innovative and technological value and can be awarded. The main award was a ticket to participation at the Startup Village 2016 contest, which takes place this summer in Moscow. There are no restrictions to candidates. Main requirements are to present the project on 5 prioritized directions: information technology, innovation in biology and medicine, energetics, biotechnologies and agriculture, as well as industrial development. In order to increase the participants' chance to win, the organizers held masterclasses and mentoring sessions with Moscow experts on the first day. Having presented their ideas, candidates received useful feedbacks. My personal expectations are that the guys heard us, listened to us, and will be able to tell about themselves tomorrow, taking into account the remarks that my colleagues and I tried to give them today, and I really hope that this will help them. The experts have been listening to startup speeches all day long today. 250 people applied to take part at the contest, but only 15 of them made it to the finals. 3 winning prizes to each 5 directions. This way, BTM got the 3rd place on the Information Technologies cluster. It's a platform designed to search for beneficial air flights for business sector. The 2nd place was awarded to Kaz Motors Mobile App, which connects car parts suppliers with drivers, and the 1st place was given to Kazakhstan's first render farm. Computer graphics can be split into 3 stages, one of which is called render, and it's quite a labor-intensive stage that requires lots of computing and serious computer capacities. And thanks to our startup, we help people considerably reduce the time that they spend on render. Despite winning at the European stage of Startup Tour, the guys should not relax. Ahead of them is the Startup Village contest among CIS countries, and only there will it be clear if investors are interested in their projects, and we will keep you posted. Office rent is a considerable expense on the books of a beginning entrepreneur. For this reason, co-working spaces have become popular in the recent years. They offer working places for freelancers and entrepreneurs and businessmen. Almaty startup has decided to go beyond the usual idea and launched the whole business center for self-employed women with children. Watch how modern mothers work on the next episode. When a woman becomes a mother, her life changed dramatically, but despite her new status, not every woman is ready to leave her active life and work behind. Having faced such a dilemma, Tamilia and Chutkina found an interesting way out of this situation and opened the Motherhouse. Co-working center for mothers. It's a place where a mother can come, work, have a rest, communicate and learn something new alongside with her child. The The coworking center of the new format works on two directions: business mother and a professional mother. Depending on the woman's desire, she can visit masterclasses and trainings, which will help start her own business or be able to telework. A special game zone was created for children, one that meets all the safety requirements. Monthly fee is 15,000 tenge, and it includes the use of business space, babysitting, participation in courses, and most importantly, communication with the same active mothers.
В принципе, я не могу сидеть долго на одном месте, и мне было интересно.
Actually, I can't sit at the same place for long, and I was always into moving somewhere, doing something. When I gave birth to my child, I couldn't sit at home and needed to find some community. Moms out there in the yard have semolina in their heads, whereas here the girls are very interesting. Everyone is busy with something, and I feel great here.
Мне здесь хорошо.
In addition to the core business, the co-working center's founders also initiate various events. This way, for instance, with joint efforts, the first Kazakhstani exhibition on professions for moms has been held. The event turned out to be very useful for women and got tremendous feedback from visitors, the number of which amounted to about 500 people. These kinds of platforms, these kinds of events can help young moms find themselves some hobby and might even generate profits in the future. The center's founders are planning to create new forms of events and expand their geographical presence, since their goal is not only to provide women with work, but also drive the idea of active motherhood forward. Creative startups from Almaty not only found a new way to cut expenses on business operations, but also created a new niche that opens way to great prospects. The guys opened the city's first call center of the future. Watch more on our next episode about how this direction will help businessmen during economic recess and how it's different from the usual call centers. In order to improve communication with potential buyers, entrepreneurs have to expand their staff and hire secretaries and sales managers. Almaty startup has found a way to cut back on this cost item.
Мы предоставляем профессиональную службу поддержки по обработке.
We provide professional support service of processing calls, orders and requests for clients. In other words, our specialists can at the same time give necessary information to our partner depending on his area of business and tell whether a good is available, as well as prices for goods and services.
Стоимости товаров и услуг.
This way, one operator can accept and process up to 400 calls a day. Service fee for the outsourced call center is about 50,000 tenge a month, which allows entrepreneurs to save up to 80% on expenses on personnel.
Поступает входящий звонок, оператор уже видит.
Whenever there is an incoming call, the operator sees where the call is coming from, as well as who it's addressed to. He can automatically open the script to look up the necessary information.
Автоматически может открыть сценарий, в котором может просмотреть всю необходимую информацию.
As of now, the client base is not big. 12 companies in Almaty. One of them is a construction materials store. Entrepreneur Danyar Basitov has been using this service for 3 months.
В среднем за месяц я даже не в среднем, я подсчитывал для себя.
I've counted that on average I saved about 150,000 tenge a month. Before that, I had always rented conference calls and paid salaries to my employees, and of course, the office equipment.
Я постоянно платил заработную плату своим сотрудникам, ну и, конечно же, оргтехника.
Startups were preparing for about 1.5 years to launch this project. Most of the time was spent on the software's technical development. In total, $50,000 were invested, and since the call center has been operating for only a few months, it's too early to speak about the payback.
Время нашей программы подходит к концу. Это
Our
значит...
program has come to an end, which means that it's time to say goodbye. The world of startups and I, Sergey Kokisev, were with you. See you right here in a week on Kazakh TV.
В эфире телеканала Kazakh TV.